Hello friends, this is Miss Keri from the Antioch Public Library Children's Department. Today we're going to be making a Mother's Day tissue paper sign just in time for Mother's Day. So inside your guys' craft bag, you should find a thin piece of plastic that spells out Mom, various colors of tissue paper sheets, a piece of blue string, 2 sizes of foam this size, and 2 pieces of foam this size, and a small paintbrush. You will need to provide your own water and Elmer's glue, and I also recommend getting a disposable plastic cup, or a Dixie cup should work as well. And I also recommend that you lay down some newspaper so that way you don't get the glue paste all over your table or your workspace. So to start, we're going to need to make a glue paste. So please grab your Elmer's glue. And we're just going to open it and put a little bit of Elmer's glue on the inside of our cup. And then we're just going to want to take a little bit of water, just add a little bit at a time because we can always add more. We can't take out. Just a little splash of water, like so, just to start. And now we're going to want to take our paintbrush and slowly start mixing, just until it thins out the glue. So keep mixing and mixing and mixing, just until it becomes thinner. This is about almost there, I'd say. I'd say maybe just a little bit more water, but be very careful and just take your time because we don't want to add too much. So splash more water. Perfect. And now we're just going to want to keep stirring and stirring and stirring. Okay, I think we're there. Okay, so now we want to take our glue paste and our plastic, and we're going to want to paint a very thin layer onto our plastic piece. And as we go, we're going to want to lay down our foam, our tissue paper sheets. So they're very thin, so you can just lay them down and you can do a pattern or however you like. I'm just going to take random colors and see how it turns out. And they might be stuck together, so you have to be careful. I'll finish this row almost. Okay, let me get a little bit more glue. Okay, now I'm going to go into the reverse pattern that I was doing. So I'm going to start with my pink. And these can come undone very easily by rolling them between your fingers. Oops. Now I'm going to grab an orange piece. A yellow. And then a blue. There we go. You just gently want to press down as you go, so that way you're making sure that the tissue paper is sticking nicely to our plastic. So I'm just going to continue to work my way up until I get back to here, so please stay tuned for when we come back, please. Okay, friends, I just finished gluing my tissue paper sheets to my piece of plastic. So what we're going to want to do next is to take the remaining glue paste and gently start painting over each individual piece of tissue paper. And you want to make sure to take your time because you don't want the tissue paper to lift. So you're just wanting to seal our tissue paper front and back. So very gently go over the tissue paper to seal the back ends. I'll show you one more time. Move on to your next row and gently start painting the back side of your work. Okay, so I'm going to continue working my way up, and then I'm going to wait for my work to dry, so please stay tuned for when we come back. Okay, friends, my tissue paper has finished drying to my plastic piece, so now I'm going to take my smaller piece. You want to make sure that it's not this one with the holes on the top, and I'm just going to peel off the back and place that on the bottom, like so. And then I'm going to take my longer piece, peel off the back, and do the same that I did on the bottom, but to the side, and try to make sure that I keep it straight. Do the same thing to the other side. So take your second longer piece, peel off the back, helps if you press down as you go, so that way you can try and make sure that it'll stay straight. Okay, make sure to press down on all the sides so that none of it is popping on the top. Okay, so now I'm going to take my top piece, peel off the back side, and then I'm going to want to line it up on the top. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I have a piece of the paper stuck to one of the holes, so I'm trying to get that out so that way I can put my string through, which is our next step. There we go. Okay, so next you're going to want to take your blue string. You're going to want to feed it through each side. Okay, got one side. Let me go to the next side. And you want to try to keep both sides even. So what I like to do for mine, and if you would like to tie yours, that's okay. I personally like to tape mine. That way it'll just stay put in one spot. So I will just take a piece of tape and tape one side. And take another piece of tape and tape down the other side. Like so. And then you now have your Mother's Day tissue paper sign. So let's take it on over to our window. And you can see that it looks like stained glass. So what I would recommend is trying to put a command hook or some other type of hook that's safe to put on your window, and then you can hang it on up there, and that's what it'll look like. Okay, friends, that's all I have for today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.